It surprises me most times the way people find it difficult to trade. And each time I notice those things, I ask myself, is it possible that people can make such a mistake? The strategy I gave out last time, some people came back and told me that the thing is not working for them, that strategy does not work for scalping. I said, how possible is that? The strategy I have tested, the strategy I personally have tested. The problem we have is not that my name is GDFX. I give out strategy that I've tested and I'm sure that it works. Believe me, when I said it works, it's working. Now, this one now is my scalping. Just watch my screen now. Look at what I've scalped. Look at it. I'm not talking about catch and spike now. This is, look at it and look at where the thing is now. Let me minimize my screen to show you. Can you see it? Do you know what it would take? Do you know what it would take for this thing to spike and get down to this place and bring me back to losses again? Look at this thing. Do you know? Now, the problem is that people is missing something, a very simple something. That is, I think, number one is patience. Number two is knowledge. Now, in this very video, look at the trade I entered. See, some people may think that what we are doing is a joke. What do you have here as balance? Our balance here is 47. What do we have here as equity now? What we have here is 126. Can you see that? Do you see how massive it can be? Then what is my lot size? My lot size is still 0.20. And check it, if since you're a forex trader, you should know that red sell on boom is for scalping. Look at it. Now the question is, where did you see and how did you confirm your entry point? I'm going to show you. In my previous video, I tried to explain those things and I will keep explaining it now again. This strategy I gave out, if you can be patient enough, do your analysis. It works for anything indices. It works for step index, jump index, anything, volatility, boom and crash index. It works for that. Just EMA, exponential moving average 12 and exponential 26, and you use your MACD below. Just look at it. It's still dropping small, counting small, yet we are moving. Look at it. So where did I see my entry point and how did I get into that? Now look at this, is 1 hour time frame. Look at it. I told us that each time you see a cross, now I saw a cross here. This cross happened at this place. I waited for these two things to happen. I waited for this movement to take place. So when these two things happened, the next candle opened. Immediately I noticed that it has crossed this very line. I entered it here. So now that I've entered it here, now I confirm it that the market, the histogram have changed direction and started moving up like this. The histogram has started counting differently. So, and the signal line touched 90. The signal line touched 90. The signal line touched 90. So once that thing happened like that, it gives me a confirmation that this market is going to become an uptrend. That's number one. Then I entered into one of the highest time frame that we normally use. Now look at this thing. People don't know that day trend has something to contribute. Now I saw this thing. Since we have this weak candle here and the market has crossed this place, so the next candle that should open should not spike back, because this weak candle shows that sellers is in control after having this conversation from this place down to this place, which means that the market will continue as uptrend in boom. So for that reason, I waited for this thing to finish, and it opened and spiked back. So immediately it spiked back and continued moving. I allowed the weak candle to finish and come to become a complete bearish candle. Then I entered the trade. Look at it. All these things you are seeing is just one candle on a dead trend. So each time I will tell you that if you manage to get one candle on a day trend, that you have something to enjoy. This is the business. This is the real deal. Do you see it? So the problem is, do we have people who can patiently wait to see the market reverse? Do we have people who can see this market I entered, I suffered something. Look at all these things you are seeing here was my experience. The market spiked like this. It spiked and spiked and spiked and spiked, yet I was patient enough. It went up like this. I didn't close. It went up until I have noticed that this market it's time for this market to move up. Then I allowed it. So if you enter your trade and you are sure of your analysis that you are seeing that you are seeing a kind of losses in your account, doesn't mean that this market has become loss. The problem is, are you sure of what you analyzed? Are you sure? Then if you are sure of what you analyzed, then be patient. It's going to turn up. That is how this market is. That is our market. And some people say, GDFX, you don't do scalping, you only do catching spike. That is not true. That is not true. Sometimes I pick some things, but one thing I don't do is for me to enter scalping to scalp for 3 candles. I don't do that. But for you that is starting up, let me show you what you can do in case you want to raise your account in scalping. Somebody says that the strategy is not working. It's not true. The strategy is working. At least I have shown you the evidence. Look at the evidence. Look at the evidence. The scalping is working. Do the same thing I'm doing, you will get the same result. Though our knowledge is not the same, though many of us are trying different ways. I have watched this market you are seeing here, and I've watched it since 3 days ago. I've been monitoring this market, and today till now is still counting. Now, if you want to use this strategy to do scalping, please take this thing from me. Anytime you see a cross like this, if you see a cross like this in one 5 minutes time frame, then you have the opportunity to take 5 candles from your 1 minute. Before the conclusion of the 1 candle in 5 minutes, you have taken 5 candles and you're out of the market. I mean, for pure beginners. That is how you can do it, for pure beginners. But you have 2 confirmation. Number 1, you must be sure that the MACD signal touched 90. You must be sure that the MACD signal touched 90. That's number 1. Number 2, you must be sure that the histogram is about to change position. Get that? The histogram is about to change direction. Look at what happened here. The thing wanted to change direction and it spiked again. Later on, it continued to this extent now. All those things are happening in this thing. So sometimes you see people that as it crosses here now, they will enter trade. Why will you enter trade here? Where did you see the confirmation? Did you see Did you see the histogram signal touching this place? You are entering as the market is reversing from a lower time frame. Are you getting what I'm saying? So this thing just touched, this signal just touched 10 levels, giving you a signal for spike. So if you enter here, that I said, if it crosses here, you should be very careful to know when the market is on a reverse position or when the market is on a scalping position. Please don't make that mistake. That is how market works. So as this one now I'm showing you this thing from your lower time frame. As it touched 90 levels and you see this histogram about to reverse to this place, please look for it. And one thing you should know is that in such a case, you can possibly allow this thing, you can watch this thing from this angle because of this little resistance level, because it can also frustrate you. But in such a case, when it crosses like this, you can scalp like 5 candles, which has to do with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Before you get to this place, you are out of the market. If you didn't spike, you can now enter if you have an equity that can handle it. But before you do all those things, there is a need for you to visit your higher time frame so that you will know the candle that is trending. There is a need for you to visit. See, these things you are seeing here now is pure uptrend, pure selling position, pure one. Look at it, pure one, pure selling position. You can never be patient to see this in your forex trading and you are telling me that you are not making money. It's not possible. It tested here, and the market continues. It tested it here. This is a consolidation. There must be a need for this thing to test it. It tested it here and the journey continued from here. So these things doesn't mean like sometimes people will enter here, it will spike, and it will go up, it will spike and go up. They are afraid they will just go out of the market because they have not studied what is happening either from the 4 hours time frame or from the day trend. And if you have not done that, you are making a serious mistake. And if you are doing that, you are hurting yourself. What I take from this market is just one candle from a day trend. Look at it. I'm not lying. I cannot lie. Look at it. I just take one candle like this. Just one candle. This is all only. And believe me, if I want to allow this market, the only reason I may be closing this market is to allow it to have their business here. Because as this market is now, it may pull back a little and continue. But for just a normal trading now, I have to a little time now will close it. If I close it, then I will allow it to take the decision of either this thing will touch at this 50, then to give me what I want. So if this thing should manage and touch this 50, I can close it, or I will close it based on this resistance level so that it will not empty those things and turn this thing to be a weak candle. Because if this thing spike now, it's my money that is losing because I am trading already. That is how market is. That is how market can be. So, but for the 1 hour time frame, I am going to close very soon because this signal line is getting to 20 and I cannot allow this to get here because if you get it to start reversing, that is how the market is. So everything you need to do is here. The question is how patient and how observant are you? The market is there. The market is there. Okay, let me just give you this thing. Go to just backtest and look at some possible things. Ask yourself, what happened? If this thing happened here, this one will happen like this. Then you look out for those things and use it to trade on your own if you don't know how to do it. That is how market is. So everybody can trade. I'm telling you the truth. But the question is, do you know actually? So try those things and see how possible it can be. I'm not telling you what is not true. What I'm telling you is true. Anybody can do it. So for those of you who are new, who are just watching this video for the very first time, this is indicators. Moving average 12, 0, shift 0, exponential, 12, exponential. Apply to close. You choose the color of your choice. I love these colors because I want to see everything pure. Now this one is, I love blue because I believe in royalty. All right, this is royal blue, so this is how it is. Very simple. All right, then if you are sure that you are telling yourself the truth, that you don't truly know this thing, why wasting your money? Why not look for a mentor? But if you have the knowledge and you see such signal and you have such indicators, you are believe me, you make money now. That it's not magic. Some people believe that these things are manipulated. Some people believe that they really manipulate markets. Why would they manipulate? How much do you have that they can manipulate? Do you know how much brokers have? So this is MACD. Please make sure that what you use here is what you have. Fast EMA 12.26.9. Close. Choose the color of your choice, and this is how we roll. So I want to say thank you to my returning subscribers, and thank you to you, my subscriber. You are wonderful. If you have not subscribed to our channel, please do well to subscribe to our channel. And please, I want to say thank you for standing by us. Thank you for everything. So just feel free to ask questions, and just feel free. Okay, just feel free. So how will you notice that the market is now on down? Watch, everything you are seeing here is the histogram is still above 50 below. 50 below, look at it, 50 below, 50 below, 50 below. That is it. So anytime the market reverse and 50 below, look at what I mean is that, let me show you. The histogram is like this. The histogram is in this direction from 50 down to this place. Once it is from 50 to this level, that is to show you that the histogram, the market is in uptrend. Boom. But anytime the market, is like from 50 here, like this 10, from 50 to 90, the histogram is sparking on that direction. That is to show you that the market is on a spike position. Like as this thing is going up like this now, if you look at this thing, you notice that the histogram, the green, is more of one side. That is to show you that it's on a selling position. So but once you notice, let me see if we have a place we have a buy position, which is a spike. So okay, all right. So like you see here now, from this direction, the market started spiking from here. Look at this thing. As this thing is from 50 to 90, 80, that is where you see. So until this thing touches 90 and starts going up again, it has never changed a direction completely. This is one thing I need to drop so that you have it in your mind, and make use of your higher time frame for you to be sure that this is what you are doing. Look at this thing, what I'm showing you. As this thing touched 90, it changed direction, and the histogram crossed. The histogram is from 50 now. The histogram is from 50, from 0 like this, and it's still going up like this. That is how simple this market can be. So don't joke with these things, and I promise you, if you apply those things, you will make money like magic. It will surprise you. It will be a very huge surprise, and you ask, is it possible? The answer is yes. So thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being with us. We will never joke with you, and I respect every one of you there. Thanks. GDFX, so much love. If you are looking for mentorship, please contact us. We will assist you. Thank you.